Welcome to another edition of Pittsburgh Sportsline live in the BPTV studios. We had a couple miss-outs. Devin Shea couldn't make it. Steve, the best intern we've had. He's not here. Noah's not here. Ethan's here. He's helping us out. We're going to do our Pittsburgh Sportsline show like we normally do. We won't have all the promotions and stuff going on and commercials, so we're just going to run it. Me and Smokin' Jim, I think, can talk. So I'm Al Levine, the talking machine. I got Smokin' Jim Frazier with me. We got one camera on us just on this wide shot, so we'll just let it rip. Thanks for watching us on Comcast 7, only in Bethel Park. We appreciate all your comments and watching us. Thanks for watching us on Verizon 32 in Bethel Park, plus the surrounding area from Nemacolin to Cranberry, Wexford. We appreciate all the likes and watching us on Facebook. We hit a brand new high, 6,525 likes. So thank you very much. We appreciate it. We got a lot of sports to talk about, I'm sure. We'll get to that in a second. I got a few promos that I like to always put out there. First, thanks to Olive Oil's Pizzeria, 412-831-1900. They sponsor our show. We appreciate them, right at Hillcrest Shopping Center. Give them a call, 412-831-1900. Next, we always support the Joey Favis Childhood Cancer Foundation. Poor Joey died before his 9th birthday with DIPG, a form of brain cancer. And you could donate some money to the Joey Favis Childhood Cancer Foundation. Check it out online. They got a 5K walk and run coming up September 17th, I think. So we'll be there for that. Now, the Bethel Park Historical Society has the Schoolhouse Arts and History Center. You can donate money towards them. They do a lot of things in our community. It's a great organization. The schoolhouse is being refurbished. They rent it out. It's right where the trolley is on South Park Road there, so check it out. Dave likes to have some fun at my expense. I want you for BPTV. Put me in as Uncle Sam here. Smokin' Jim said he likes this. Call 412-831-3304. Talk to Dave Cable about being a volunteer. Like tonight, we need you. We need a couple more volunteers. Come on, 412-831-3304. Come out, check it out. You could be in our control room. You could be on camera, so then we'd have all 3 cameras working, which we can't. I want you for BPTV. Bethel Park groups. You could get $100 to $5,000 to fund your group in Bethel Park to help the community here. Contact bpcf.org and your group could get some money there. Contact them, bpcf.org. Well, that's what I got here. Now we start our show off with what's on your mind, and I'm going to bring that to Smokin' Jim's attention. What's on your mind, Smokin' Jim Frazier?
Thanks, Al Levine, the talking machine. And if you want the green,
I have a green pen.
You got to see Levine from my quarterback option days.
What year was that? What year? You got to tell me.
But what's on my mind is I actually interviewed today former boxing light heavyweight champion Donnie Lalonde.
No way.
Yeah, Donnie Lalonde. And
First and 10 was Smokin' Jim.
And Donnie Lalonde pretty much cussed me out because I was predicting that Mayweather would beat McGregor. And I respect Donnie's opinion. He's been in there. And I actually told him, I says, well, Donnie, I says, he says Mayweather's going to destroy him, can really possibly kill him in the ring because boxers have such precision punches and
wow, that's strong. He come out stronger than you.
Yeah, now that they're fighting in 8-ounce gloves, that's really. He said McGregor could be in a lot of trouble, and I said, well, Donnie, I said Mayweather has been a great fighter. When he was Pretty Boy Floyd, he was great. He changed a little bit when he became Money Mayweather, but he was still winning fights. I says nobody was greater than Muhammad Ali, but I remember Muhammad Ali coming out of retirement and getting beat by Trevor Burbick. And he dropped a little nugget. He says he's good friends with Ali's sparring partner.
Get on.
And the doctor says that Ali must have been Superman because of all the medication that he had in his body. He said Muhammad Ali probably couldn't walk 2 miles before that fight. That's how sick he was. And the doctor said he must have been Superman to really get through that fight. So
wow.
Basically, that was no comparison. And then in closing, I says, well, Floyd Mayweather's not undefeated. I said he lost in Dancing with the Stars. He's losing with the IRS. And this ain't Batman versus Superman.
Wow.
I got McGregor all the way. And that's what's on my mind.
Thanks, Smoking Jim Frazier. And I saw something on ESPN. 93% of the people are betting on McGregor.
Really?
Well, because of the money.
Wow.
Look at the money you got to put up to bet on Money Mayweather as opposed to the money you could put up, maybe get 10-1 on your money with Conor McGregor.
I'm finally in the majority.
Yeah, but they say it's complicated. But I saw that today, so I wanted to share it. 93% are betting in Vegas there with who you want, but a lot of people are saying it's not going to be a good fight.
You're in the minority on this one, aren't you?
I don't think. I'm going Money Mayweather. That's where I'm taking this. Well, I'm not going to talk about that for what's on my mind. What's on my mind is the Buccos. The Dodgers come in here. They were like 87 wins and 35 losses, one of the best records in baseball. The record for wins is 116. They may beat that record, so we'll see what happens. It took 12 innings for the Dodgers to beat the Buccos last night.
Wow.
But they beat them. So they're doing it again tonight at 7:05. Bucks are 7 games out. To me, the season's just about over. They're not going to make the playoffs. They're not even keeping a 500 record, 7 games under 500. It's a tough year when you lose Kung and Marte like you did. It's tough to come back from that. So, I mean, these are some of the things. I don't mind watching them play. They do have some good players. They hit back-to-back home runs last night. Wasn't enough to win. So that's part of their problem. They can't get enough to close the deal. So they brought up a few younger guys that pitch, helping the bullpen, since a couple guys went on a DL list. So there's always changes in baseball. It's 162 games, and that's why they play them all. So we'll go from there. Who knows what their season will be like, but, I mean, they're 7 games under 500. I mean, who knows? They could just pack it in. Who knows what people want to try and do. So we'll watch some of the baseball games because it is exciting. They don't hit a lot of home runs. They only have like 56 on the whole year. So it's not a whole lot of home runs. They need the power. But that's our team here in Pittsburgh. I bleed black and gold. I'm still rooting for them. Root for them to win each game, but it's not happening here. It's been a disappointment. So that's what I have for what's on my mind. We're going to start our show off here with Fiction and Fact from Smoking Jim's Almanac.
Hey, thanks, Al Levine, the Talking Machine. Quick question. Did Garrett Cole pitch last
Yes.
night? How'd he do?
He did all right.
Did he do? Okay.
But after he come out, they brought relief pitchers in, and it took to 12 innings, and we lost in the 12th.
I thought it was going to get rained out today, but it looks like they're going to get it in.
Yeah, rain was pretty heavy this afternoon.
Yeah. All right, thanks.
That was our weather update. Thanks.
You know what's on Fiction and Fact from Smoking Jim's Almanac? I'm going to talk a little bit about the Pittsburgh Steelers running back situation.
Whoa.
And try to tie it all together. Pittsburgh Steelers, if they keep the best players on the team, they have a chance, but they're not going to do that. And it's evident at the running back position. Players that'll probably be kept is Le'Veon Bell. I think he'll be in before the season starts.
There's rumors he was texting everybody after the third game he'll be in.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, when he starts rapping about it, that's when I'll believe it.
$15 million.
That's it. And now Davis, free agent, veteran running back, I think he'll be kept. Fitzgerald Toussaint has a chance to make the team as the fourth running back.
Okay.
Third running back is going to be James Conner, and I have some opinions about James, and if you watch him, you can actually see his body starting to break down. There's some guys that are a great college player. I think that if he plays 3 years in the NFL, I don't think he'll.
We just need him this year. I just want to see him play this year.
And if the more he plays, the more he'll get hurt. Because if you look at his bone structure, I'm not a doctor, but I do study bone structures of athletes. If you look at his bone structure, you see how thick your wrist is? He doesn't have that. His body wasn't meant to put on the muscle mass and size that he has. He's probably, when he played at Pitt, 240, 250.
Really?
He got the bone structure of a man 190. And as time go on, you'll see more and more injuries because of all the strains that you put on your ligaments and tendons. So look for James Conner to have a much injured career, a little bit like Fu. Remember Fu here?
Yeah.
And there used to be a running back came out of Michigan State that had good size and was a great college back, T.J. Duckett.
Yeah.
Injuries caught up to him too. Bone structure.
Thanks, Smoking Jim.
Best running back on the Pittsburgh Steelers team, other than Le'Veon Bell, is Trey Williams. Young man that returned the punt all the way. Reminds me of Eric Metcalf, or maybe even Terry Metcalf, his dad. But this guy is
depends on what year you're looking at.
Exactly. This guy is only about 5'8", 200 pounds. Runs a 4.3 40.
Can they put him on defense?
They need him there. But
well, he has the height for it.
Yeah, he's the ideal Steeler height, 5'8". But
just thought I'd throw that in there.
But this is a guy that was outstanding in every phase of the game at Texas A&M. He averaged 7 yards a carry. Good punt kickoff return man. Outstanding running back and a good receiver out of the backfield. And one thing that Bill Belichick learned after he got fired from the Cleveland Browns for his inability to use Eric Metcalf in big games like against the Pittsburgh Steelers who feared him is that it's good to have diversity on your football team. And what's the use of having all four running backs that play the same way when you can have one or two backs that can do something?
What about all those little bearded receivers that he has up there in New England?
Exactly.
They're all bearded.
They're all bearded. They all can catch the ball. But finally, and how we will tie in fiction and fact, is and like I said, Trey Williams probably won't make the team, and he should.
Wow.
Another guy that probably won't make the team, and it was evident because they didn't play him on Sunday afternoon, is the Nightmare. Terrell Watson. He's 6'1", 250 pounds. Outstanding short yardage specialist. Ran for over 6,000 yards in college. 79, 80 touchdowns, right around that mark. And the Pittsburgh Steelers don't want him to shine, so they didn't outshine who they have, so they didn't play him at all on Sunday. And this is a guy that had a great game in their first game. He kind of reminds me a little bit of Isaac Redman.
Get on.
Red zone Redman, because anytime you got close to the goal line, you couldn't stop him. But he also reminded me of a guy who is somewhat a friend of the show.
Who?
Gary Russell.
Whoa.
Out of Minnesota University, played for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's the baby daddy of Alicia Sparks.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And this is a guy who is maybe one of the all-time, could have been one of the all-time great fourth down, third and short guy or goal line situation.
Really?
Back in the 2008 Super Bowl against Arizona, he scored a touchdown, got hit by about 3 or 4 or 5 players,
Wow.
went to the end zone standing up. Had a little drug problem, which a lot of guys that live in the Columbus, Ohio area do have drug and alcohol. He bounced around the league quite a bit. But had he stayed clean, and that was a big if, his name might have been really going down. They may have been talking about him going into the Pittsburgh Steelers Hall of Fame. He was that outstanding around the goal line. So Terrell Watson reminds me of a bigger, stronger, faster, cleaner
That's a lot of stuff.
Gary Russell. And that's what's on my mind.
Thanks, Smoking Jim. I was sensing a lot of fiction there, not fact. But I got to dig deeper on that. I need 17 sources. Can I see where you got that information? Especially out of the Columbus area. Unbelievable. All right, with my segment On Location, we'll be at Olive Oil's Pizzeria, 930 Brookline Boulevard, September 11th. Check us out there for another show. We're lining up some guests for the show. We'll have some fun there. The owner, Frank, loves us. Look, he sponsors our show tonight. We had some pizza and steak hoagie. Can't beat that. Has the same great food at Olive Oil's Pizzeria and more in Brookline, 930 Brookline Boulevard. Get there early so you can park nearby, and we'll put on a show for you. And we appreciate Frank for having us in there for another month. So thank you very much, and check us out, Olive Oil's Pizzeria in Brookline. All right, Smoking Jim. We got a lot of sports to talk about. You ready?
Sure am. Can I bring something up real quick?
This is the time to do it.
A guy that's a friend of the show. And
Another guy.
I got some advice for the University of Pittsburgh, and I hope people don't take this the wrong way. But Paris Ford was on our show.
Yeah.
All-state, All-American in high school. At 3 different high schools, I believe.
Something like that.
Was ruled academically eligible.
Yeah, he could play.
For the season, just in the last 24 hours, 48 hours.
Isn't that nice?
That's nice of the NCAA. They took their time on that.
Well, they did start back to school, so that could be a reason too.
That's true.
Timing of that.
That's true.
They're back in school.
So I'm happy for that, but I'm disappointed in Pitt and Narduzzi.
What?
And Narduzzi's making a lot of mistakes at Pitt.
Oh, to tell me about this quarterback he just started, Max Brown, from USC.
That's a good move. Although I like
Narducci.
Narducci, I like him, but I think that as long as he stay healthy, he'll get a couple good years.
He's only 6'5", 230.
What an arm! What an
He
arm.
can throw every pass you need.
But like I said, Narduzzi or Danucci. This guy came in because USC got a pretty good quarterback there.
Well, they bounced him right out.
Yeah, so I think that almost like Peterman did, and Peterman was beat out at Tennessee.
Look at Tom Savage starting for...
Savage is another one. But Peterman was beat out at Tennessee by Joshua Dobbs, who plays for the Steelers, and I'm sure if you watched any films on Dobbs lately, Peterman probably figured he shouldn't have got beat out. But the reason I brought it, I'm disappointed in Narduzzi, is because Pitt announced that they're probably going to redshirt Paris Ford. That's a mistake. If you redshirt the kid, he'll never get an opportunity to play. He's going to flunk out of school.
Get out.
Listen, play him this year while he's eligible. He won't play a sophomore year. He'll be academically ineligible.
Okay.
He comes back his third year, play him, and then let him turn pro before he flunks out again. Listen, the kid's no dummy. He's a smart kid, but he doesn't have good study habits.
Okay.
Take it from somebody that was in the same situation. I didn't have good study habits. So you're not going
Thanks
to learn.
for being honest, Smoking Jim.
You're not going to, if the kid could not even play basketball his senior year at Steel Valley, which is not known for turning out brain surgeons.
Really?
There ain't nobody split the atom coming out of Steel Valley High School.
That'd be a rocket scientist.
He'd be a rocket scientist. And he wasn't eligible to play basketball because he was having academic difficulties. College, I'm told, is a higher level of education than even high school. So
let me tell you this. Yes, it is.
So if you can't cut it in college,
get help. Get help like you did to get those general studies degrees.
I split some wings. I had a partial chicken dinner a couple weeks ago. Fried wings.
You better
fried
watch
zucchini.
That. Whoa.
Fried French fries.
Who was treating?
With Brian Davis.
Oh, nice.
Brian Davis. Brian Davis was probably one of the greatest athletes ever in Western Pennsylvania. Went to Pitt. I don't think he's ever opened a book when he was in Washington, PA. Played one season at Pitt. His second, going into a sophomore year, I don't think he passed the course. So they ruled him academically ineligible. Pitt made the mistake at that time, and I said it at that time, it was a mistake.
Okay.
That they let him sit out the season, but brought him back in the spring. You don't bring somebody with that kind of academic record in the spring.
Really?
Because what's going to happen?
Flunk out.
He's going to flunk out. Bring him in the fall. That way he's eligible. That's what they do with the basketball team. One and done. You think they're doing work? No, they ain't even got to go to class. It's one and done. So that's what I would do with Paris Ford. I would play him this year. Might take 4 or 5 games to get him up to speed because he didn't go to camp. I would play him this year. Go ahead and let him sit out next year, and then bring him back in the fall of his junior year, and then turn him pro. He got NFL written all over him.
Get on.
That's what I would do.
What an endorsement from Smoking Jim Frazier. I wondered what the bottom line was on this poor kid, guest of the show. Glad you finally got it out there. We gave you a little time.
And everybody ain't got to read, which Money Mayweather said, I ain't got to read, man.
He pays somebody.
I count money.
Smoking Jim Frazier. This is what you get from our NFL scout, our Steelers scout, our scout of numerous other things, too. So
keep them eligible.
Exactly. And who's buying you fried chicken and fried stuff there? Watch your food.
I had to pay for it. Brian Davis said he had no money on him.
Get on.
That's that Washington.
He beat you.
PA. That's that Washington.
He beat you out of your money.
Washington, PA hustle, man.
Wow. What's he doing nowadays?
He lives up in Cleveland, Ohio. My guess is he's unemployed like the rest of the people in Cleveland.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there ain't no factories no more. General Motors closed, isn't it? Steel mills closed. What are they doing up in there?
Same as what we got. Look what we got.
They're all robbing up there.
Thanks, Smoking Jim. I don't know how we got to robbing everybody, but he robbed you out of a meal, that's for sure.
Heck yeah, I'm glad it was only 75-cent wings.
Wow.
Because a brother could eat.
How about you? Did you keep up with him?
Yeah, I tried to.
That's our update. How's your workouts going in rehab? You still doing them?
Well, I took a week off last week. I thought I earned a week off, but I went on Monday, and then I have this. I woke up with this jaw that looked like I was looked like Ali against.
Looked like Conor McGregor cracked you one.
Yeah, so I got a broken jaw. Not a broken jaw, but looked like it. But they said they gave me some antibiotics and some painkillers.
Wow, you got to rest up, get your strength back.
Well, they say I can get a lot of money on the street with the painkillers. Too bad I need them.
Yeah. Well, it's quite the dilemma here for Smoking Jim Frazier. You shouldn't be selling your medication. Get the heck out of here. Take a pill. I'll get you some water.
But they said whenever I find a dentist, I got to get this drained, whatever that means.
You better get a dentist.
What's that, abscess or something?
Yeah. Get it drained.
Yeah, my sister said, she was an RN, said that getting your bloodstream and poison could kill you, so I should get it done quick.
You aren't listening, that's for sure.
I gotta find a dentist first.
Wow. What about your business partner? She got a dentist?
I gotta talk to her and find out.
All right, enough on the Smoking Jim health. Wow, you better get that abscess drained.
You heard of it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I know people that have had them and had serious problems with them.
Wow.
Yeah,
I better get it done.
you might want to get it done and not wait until they pull out 47 pounds of fluid. Your head might be like a basketball. Sorry, folks, we're just running off on a tangent here. At least we got to pick Smoking Jim Frazier there. Little fiction and fact from Smoking Jim's Almanac.
Yes, sir.
Definitely. Well, I did On Location earlier. I shouldn't have done that.
Huh?
I did that On Location
yeah.
earlier. What the heck? You got me all fired up here. We're shorthanded in the
I
studio.
want to thank Ethan for coming through for us strong.
Ethan's the man. Doing a heck of a job.
Appreciate you, buddy.
Yep, we appreciate that. Well, let's see. How about some Steeler talk?
All right.
You touched a little bit on it, but I got my man here, and we're always trying to get information from Smoking Jim Frazier. You know, I keep forgetting to watch preseason games. I missed this last one. I watched the first one. I wanted to see Dobbs. He threw those couple interceptions. He come back. You know, they played a decent game. They won, but, you know, I don't like the preseason. Roethlisberger's sitting down. All these guys are sitting down, not playing.
The only thing I don't like about the preseason games is they play 4 instead of 6. Back in the day, they used to play 6 preseason games. I like the 6. A little disappointed in the Steelers coaching staff, and
you always have been.
And I use coaching loosely. And it was hot that day. I mean, it was afternoon game. It was hot. You could have had more injuries. I'd have been subbing players left and right. These guys weren't ready, especially in the black jerseys, to be playing in that kind of sun. Pittsburgh Steelers got a dilemma as far as what receivers to keep. Juju Schuster looked like he's going to be a good one. But you got 2 guys, Sammy Coates and Hayward Bay.
Yeah.
I would trust somebody staring at a solar eclipse on 3rd down before I would trust those guys.
Wow.
On 3rd
They're
down.
gonna go blind.
Yeah, so you can't have receivers. You can't have 2 receivers on your football team that you can't trust to throw the football to. So that has to be a decision there. But all in all, Pittsburgh Steelers fought back, played well. Your boy James Conner ran for 68 yards in the 4th quarter after being bottled up for the first 3 quarters. So I was happy for him.
Did he end with 98?
98, and on every step you can see his body breaking down.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah. So
Bone structure.
I still say that this would have been a great opportunity for Russell Shell, but Pittsburgh Steelers let him go. They backstabbed the guy that ran for 9,000 high school yards.
They're not the only ones.
And he reminds me of Terrell Davis, who went into the Hall of Fame.
Why does he have more kids?
Yeah, he got more kids. he got more kids than a lot of the NBA players.
Get on.
So
Maybe that's why he's not going to be in the NFL.
he needs the money.
That's still why he's not going to be in the NFL. His thoughts are elsewhere. So you think, what kind of record the Steelers going to have? You ready to make a decision on that?
Yeah, they play Cincinnati, Cleveland, and the Baltimore Ravens twice, so that's 6 wins. And if they split the other games, they can end up with 11 or 12 wins. So,
Wow.
yeah. Easy division.
Wow. Yeah, the division does look weak this year.
Yeah.
I saw a couple plays for Cleveland last night. They looked weak. Brock Osweiler's not the guy.
Is he starting now for Cleveland? He got the size.
That's it. That's all he got.
If you're Brock, why would you leave Denver? They wanted you back at $17 million. You wanted $20. But I mean, those receivers. It was a quarterback-friendly system. He did okay in Denver. and Mile High helped.
Yeah.
Now he's got exposed everywhere else he went.
Well, now he's in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Upholding their tradition of doing terrible.
Yeah. So sometimes you make the wrong decision. Sometimes you listen to your friends and your posse and your homeboys.
What if he just listened to his agent?
Yeah, that's it. I don't know anybody that can't feed their family on $17 million a year. That's your spree well.
That's a good point, Smoking Jim.
Yeah. So,
well, we'll see what happens in Cleveland then.
Yeah. But Cleveland do got a good one in Peppers, the first-round draft choice. Linebacker safety out of Michigan.
Yeah.
Returning punts for them. So, good leader. Wears number 22 for the Cleveland Browns. So
it's a good number.
I'm interested to see somebody come over the middle on him. First game of the season, I think the Steelers open up with those guys. So.
They do.
Yeah. So
who you betting on?
Well, all the money I went on McGregor,
yeah,
I'll roll that right on over to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh, you're not going to be counting that money.
Do you see no chance of McGregor winning?
Yes. No chance. It's a boxing exhibition. If they were doing MMA, I'd say he had a shot.
He's been boxing since he was 12.
Forget about it. There's a different level when you're a professional boxer, as you know.
Really?
Oh, come on. We announce amateur fights and professional fights. You know the difference.
There's only 4 punches in boxing. Not only do I think McGregor is going to win, but I think he's going to continue to box and clean up the boxing. I think he's going to just become a champion.
This was all about the money for a one-time event.
Well, the money, he ain't going to get that kind of money in MMA. The money's in boxing.
That's because of his opponent.
Yeah, but if he beats Mayweather, now he can get $80 to $100 million for every fight.
Who's going to fight him?
Well, there's Crawford, there's Canelo, there's Triple G. I mean, there's a lot of good. There's Pac-Man is still out there. Pacquiao's still out there.
Wow, I don't know. I think you're reaching, Smoking Jim.
There's a lot more money in boxing than there is in MMA right now.
I know, but the heavyweights usually get the money. These lightweights don't usually get money like that.
Yeah, that's true, but that's is
the
McGregor.
Difference. I don't see it. I don't see him, buddy. I know you're looking at something. You're reaching because you got the odds on him. So
I got money on it.
You got money because of the odds. You're not going to bet Mayweather. You don't want to lose money, and you got to put up more money.
Even if the money was even, I bet McGregor.
It's not even. Come on, you're talking foolishly. If you don't gamble, don't start. And if you're going to gamble, don't listen to Smoking Jim Frazier. Yeah, I think you got to reach on this one. I know you like stirring up people, but I'm not for you on this one.
I lost a lot of money over the years on Mayweather. So.
You lost a lot of money at the end of the season, towards the season last year on the Steelers.
Yeah.
Luckily, New England brought you back to health.
Brought me back strong.
Can't believe you turned on them like that.
And then the Warriors made me money 2 years in a row. Golden State.
Well, that's your team.
Yeah. 73-9. Good payday.
Except they couldn't win it all.
They won it all I think that 73-9 is more important than the championship in my book. In my book.
You got a strange book, my friend. It's an interesting book. Do you watch any Pirates at all?
Yeah, I'm a big Pirate fan.
When? When did this happen? Since your heart surgery.
Al Oliver's still with them? Is he gone now? What they call him, Rennie Stennett?
You couldn't even make it to Al Oliver's book signing.
I know, that's my bad.
Get the heck out of here. I was there for that. I'd be bonded with him.
If I had a vote, I'd vote for him for the Hall of Fame. Well, he got almost 3,000 hits.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
I know, but you don't have a vote.
Did you get his book?
No.
Okay, I didn't read it either.
Well, you and books, we'll forget about that for a while. But yeah, you missed him. I spent 3-4 hours with him. We bonded that day.
Wow, that's all right.
Yeah.
You know more about black people than anybody I know.
Thanks, Smoking Jim. I do my best. I just treat everybody the same.
Did you see many blacks at the solar eclipse? Were you there?
I didn't even see. When was the solar eclipse?
Somebody said it was yesterday.
Who's that?
I don't know.
Did you look at it?
No.
Can you see? It was yesterday, Smoking Joe. I didn't look up. I didn't have any glasses.
Wow. Wow.
We'll have another one in 7 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I heard something interesting. Who do you think will get the 7 world championships first, the Steelers or the Penguins? I thought that was a good question. How many the Pirates got? Pirates got 5 too?
Yeah.
I guess we can throw the Pirates in there too then.
Why would we do that?
Oh, they only got 5, huh?
Yeah. Might take them a little longer to get up to that.
Well, the Penguins got 5. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, throw the Pirates in there.
Nah, you can't throw the Pirates.
Who would get the 7 first? Steelers, Penguins,
Steelers.
or Pirates?
Steelers.
Well,
You asked, I just answered you.
Well, Penguins might win it again next year. Predicting
I
they'll
picked.
get to 6.
I picked that they'd do a 3-peat. You jumped on that bandwagon.
Yeah.
Or didn't you?
Yeah, but I'm surprised you're not thinking they'd get to 7 fast. Steelers ain't going to win this year.
That's all right. Penguins can do the 3-peat. After that, I don't know.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. It's tough to do.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Makes sense.
That's a good question, though.
Great question, I thought.
Who come up with that?
It wasn't me.
I know. Where'd you hear that?
I heard it somewhere. I don't know if it was the barbershop or what. I heard it
Wow.
somewhere.
You come up with a good one. You better get that abscess strained. What the heck?
Man, I was in some pain yesterday, man.
Sure, you gotta be. Definitely. All right, where do you want to go with this? Hey, we got boxing in September. We're going to be announcing some boxing at the Sokol Club and the Priory Hotel.
I'm excited about that, bro.
Got a couple events coming up there.
Yeah.
So we should have some fun.
Yeah.
Back announcing the fighters in boxing.
Some good young fighters up and coming, man, and there's some good pros that's out there right now. So boxing is definitely alive and well. And Pittsburgh gyms are being put up.
Yeah.
You got former boxers that are still young that not only still boxing, but they're training guys and managing gyms. So
what are they up to?
Yeah, it's hard to figure out. I think Ron Salka's fighting pretty soon in Monroeville.
Is he?
He's always wanted to live in Monroeville. Now he gets to fight there.
Oh, that's good. He lives in South Park. I guess he can travel. I'm not sure. Isn't that fight coming up sometime
Yeah, September 23rd as well.
Get on.
Yeah.
That's when we'll be announcing one of the fights.
Yeah, we can't.
At the Sokol Club.
We can't be 2 places at one time.
Rich Donnelly asked us to announce the fights there.
I wouldn't miss that for the world.
I know. They've put on good fights the last couple of years.
Yeah.
We've been
good food, too.
Yeah, we've been a good part of that and had some good fun.
Yeah.
Definitely. Good shows. Jack Mook's got us going to Priory Hotel, which is a great venue for boxing.
Is that coming up, too?
That's the 30th.
Of?
September.
Wow, I didn't know that.
You forgot. I told you.
That CTE kicks in, brother. I'm excited. I love that Priory, man.
I know. That's a good place there.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, we'll be back there on the 30th announcing some fights.
Is that going to be north side versus everybody else except for Monroeville?
North side versus the outside.
Except Monroeville?
The outside. You're either north side or outside.
They don't want Monroeville, though, right?
Who knows what they want? You connect them. You're a matchmaker. Make some matches there. Get them together there. But yeah, we got boxing coming up, so we got some fun there. What's the high school football seasons look like? What do you see there?
Well, other than getting stabbed in my back by Dr. Hart and Amani, they do look good. I went to a few practices.
Did you?
Coach Reed's son transferred also to Amani Christian Academy.
So?
And so they got R.J. Hart. They got a good quarterback out of Atlanta, Reed's son, and they have outstanding offensive coordinator. He calls himself Coach Fran. My guess is for a franchise because his name is Leroy Johnson.
That's close.
So my guess is he calls himself the franchise. But they,
What do the other people call him?
Coach Fran.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So I just figured it was called franchise. I mean, I can't equate.
Well, couldn't you
Fran.
ask him a question or something and find out?
Nah, I just
You're
figured,
usually good on asking questions.
Yeah, I just figured I'd give it my own reason. Came to me. But they did a nice thing. They play in Old Wilkinsburg High School Stadium.
Nice.
And they actually painted it. They cleaned it up real good, and they painted it because Wilkinsburg colors is red and blue.
Okay.
And Amani opens the season with the Jeanette Jayhawks. And Jeanette is also red and blue, so they didn't want Jeanette to have look like a home game. Yeah. So they made it black, white, and gold.
Wow.
The scoreboard is now renamed Amani. So
Good. How's it look? How's it look out there?
Looks real good. I don't see too many grass fields anymore, man.
No.
Yeah, it looks big. But they did a smart thing. Most teams are practicing 2 and 3 times a day for camp. But Amani just practices 1 time a day, 5 o'clock in the evening till 8.
Sounds like a good time to do it.
Yeah, good time to do it, and not beating, don't have a big roster. Not, they're not gateway or anything with just unlimited amount of players and backup players. But speaking of Jeanette,
Yeah.
I got Xfinity installed in my house yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah, and they had a brother.
Now you can't watch our show anymore.
Well, I'll figure out a way around
you
that.
can't on that 96-inch screen.
I'll figure out a way around
Ah, you lost us on Verizon Fios.
But I still get us on YouTube.
Ah,
But I tell you what, they offered me a deal that I couldn't pass up. The only problem is they sent out a black installer. And the brother took forever to install. And but he did tell me he used to play for Jeanette as he walked out with a few of my remotes.
did he?
Yeah, I'm a little short on remotes. But the amazing thing, the most amazing thing on my smartphone is GPS.
Yeah.
I still can't get it. Of all the things that my phone can do, the GPS just blows my mind. With this Xfinity, I guess it's Comcast.
Yeah.
I can hit a button and tell them which shows I want. So I can watch Unlimited Columbo, Unlimited Matlock.
No way.
Oh, man.
You're in heaven now.
Yeah, it's just amazing, man. I was trying to go through all the menus and see the channels. And it's talked in there, and I can get Columbo anytime I want.
Wow.
Matlock anytime I want. I love it, man.
That's a bonus.
Yeah.
You're with the modern times here.
Yes, sir.
No, that sounds good.
So I was able to put Wi-Fi on my phone.
Get on.
So
There's a button for it.
yeah, I didn't know how to do it. He showed me how to do it.
Here, I turn mine off at times. Just
Why?
pull it on the screen.
Why do you do that?
Look, here's a Wi-Fi button.
Wow. Why do you turn it off?
I don't need it. If I need it, I turn it on.
Does that charge you?
No, it doesn't cost anything.
You just do it to be efficient.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I don't need it.
Okay.
Like at home, I got other stuff going on. I don't need it to bog down the lines or.
Oh, is that what
whatever
it
else.
will do?
Yeah,
Okay.
it could slow down your.
Okay. So I didn't know that.
Yeah. You could put that Wi-Fi on and pull up Facebook and all the other stuff you do. Yeah, message people.
Yeah, I got some old phones.
Well, you've got 2 phones. Which phone are you down to now?
Yeah, I still got 2, and I still got some old ones that I can still.
You only need 1 phone.
Huh?
You only need 1 phone.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You don't even answer it to talk on. You got that text only. What the heck is that? Folks, I hope you enjoyed the show. We got about 15 minutes left. We've been rambling a little bit, covering different sports. Smokin' Jim does a lot of shows out of the city with PCTV. Watch his show First and 10 with Smokin' Jim Frazier. He has a lot of great guests on there. I'm hoping to get some over on Pittsburgh Sportsline. We'll see what happens there. We did get one a couple weeks ago. We got him on. Your lawyer, buddy.
Oh, yeah, Alexander.
He spilled the beans
Yeah.
that he was on that show. Was he wearing his nice blue suit on that show? Or
Nice shoes, too. Outstanding young sports agent.
Yeah, he is. He's new to the business.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens with him. He loved the shows, liked working with you, liked doing ours.
I'll start throwing some clients his way. Some guys from Gateway class of 2012, Gateway class of 2013. I'll throw some his way, yeah.
Do they know you? Do these people know you? Do they know who they are? We couldn't find out any records at Gateway. What, number 22? They don't even have the jersey. How are we supposed to find out what year you were there? Man, we got to go back in time. I got to check to see whether it's 70s or 80s.
Or 90s.
Well, you definitely weren't playing at 90s. There's no doubt.
Never know.
I know about how old you are. I can't tell anybody, but I could guess.
But I tell you what, I was worried about T.J. Watt on Saturday. I thought they played him a little bit too much in that hot weather. That's your franchise player.
Sunday it was, wasn't it?
Sunday. That's your franchise player. And he has to overcome some hurdles.
Like what?
One big hurdle is his linebacker coach, Joey Porter, who wasn't coachable when he played. So it's hard for him to coach. But the one good thing about Joey is Joey keep you hyped up. And that's good
What,
for
when
him.
he's crawling on his knees and high-fiving?
Yeah, he keeps those guys hyped up. And T.J. Watt's getting a lot of tutoring from his brother, J.J. Watt. Also, the worst defensive coordinator in NFL history, Keith Butler, was an outstanding linebacker coach. So he's getting some tutelage there. Jerry O's a good linebacker coach. And let's not forget that secondaries coach, Carnell Lake, was an All-American linebacker at UCLA. So between all those guys, and who knows, maybe James Harrison could turn into a mentor instead of a tormentor, in your words. But like I said,
he wants to work out better than anybody else, so he's not really about mentoring people. He just shows his example on the field.
Well, if the Steelers want to win games, they got to start cutting some people, and I would start with James Harrison. Did you see Chickalo? Chickalo was MVP of the game, in my opinion. He had 2 sacks.
I didn't see the game. I didn't watch the game. Yeah,
you heard of Chickalo?
Yeah.
Reminds me of
I like him.
He had 2 sacks, so he's going to make the team. 55 Art Mote's going to make the team. They're backups.
Yeah.
T.J. Watt's going to be a starter. And Dupree, when he gets off the IR, he's going to be a starter. So that's 4 linebackers right there.
How about Shazier?
Well, he's in the middle. I'm saying outside linebacker. So you're not going to keep – I wouldn't
Maybe he'll make it
outside.
Maybe he'll make it outside.
That'd be great. But they're so stubborn, they're not going to do it.
They're like you.
Like us, huh?
Yeah, both of us. We're good, stubborn men here. Yeah, I can't believe you're predicting 11, 12 wins for the Steelers this year.
Yeah, they got 6 right out of their division.
After a D-plus draft.
Yeah.
Or D-minus.
There's D-plus this year.
D-plus. Can't believe you threw the plus in there.
Mm-hmm. They were real close. They were Brian Davis away from being a C-minus.
A C-minus?
That's close, bro.
Wow. You're unbelievable like that.
C-minus, D-plus, that's close.
I can't wait for the Steelers to start their season.
Yeah.
Want to see Le'Veon Bell back, see the offense, what new wrinkles they're adding to it, how Roethlisberger's going to be with that offensive line.
Martavis Bryant played well. It was funny.
They said he's bigger in size, Martavis Bryant. He's like a tight end now, they were saying on the radio.
Well, that's before he gets out there on the field, because his linebacker hit him like he was still a lightweight.
Really?
He come running a reverse, and he kind of stumbled, and he gathered himself just as the linebacker put his face in his midsection. The ball went one way. Good thing it rolled out of bounds. But,
Get out. Hey, what'd you think of the hit on Odell Beckham?
I didn't see it, but I have no problem with it.
I know you're the emperor.
Yeah, I didn't see the hit. I hear him crying. I hear everybody crying. I mean, it's football. What do you want him? If they hit you in the head, you cry. If they hit you in the legs, they cry.
Well, the sport's changing. They're not doing the headshots anymore, and you got to watch hitting a guy in the chest because you might go up and hit him in the head.
Yeah.
So, what other place you going to go? Low.
Start playing flag football. Did you see the hit? What happened?
It was a low hit. Took his knee out. Yeah, he sprained his ankle.
That'll shut him up.
He ran right off the field.
Yeah,
ran all the way to the locker room, so I don't know how sprained it was.
Yeah,
but
he got a big mouth, that guy.
I thought you'd like him. Got the
Odell
blonde
Beckham?
hair. Yeah.
I mean, I love him on the field, but that's about it.
I wasn't sure. I thought you were a fan of his.
Yeah.
He can catch.
Yeah. Yeah, he had some. He's great for LSU too.
LSU's had some good ball players.
Yeah. And they got Jimbo Fisher now as their coach.
Yeah.
And so
we'll should carry on with that tradition.
We'll see if they can close the gap between them and Alabama. I tell you what, Nick Saban was smart. Instead, Alabama really thought he was going to take the Texas job.
Really? Why would he?
Well, happy wife, happy life. What woman want to live in Alabama when you live in Texas? So, but his wife, he was able to talk her into it. I don't know if he had to buy her a $4 million diamond ring like Kobe Bryant had to for his wife, but so that's good. Saban now is going to go down as one of the greatest, if not the greatest, college football coach of all time.
He does have some teams there, but their players don't always make it that well in the NFL.
No, because he don't mind burning them out in college. He uses them all up, bro.
I don't know. He has some problems with those running backs when they get to the NFL.
Yeah, they can't stop eating.
No, is that the problem?
Yeah, they eat
their way out of it.
Out the league, yeah.
Wow. You're hearing it first here, folks. Get the insights what happens to Alabama running backs.
Some of them Alabama running backs only think they have pigs in Alabama. They found out they got pigs in Green Bay, everywhere else, brother.
Really? They're eating whole pigs.
They love that pigs, man. There's a lot you can do with a pig.
Get on.
You get some pig feet on Mondays. You know that.
Not me, man.
Yeah.
You got to go to Skeets'.
Tell me you never had chitlin.
No. You can eat that at Skeets'.
How about ribs?
Ribs.
You had that pork rib.
Ribs are good. I could do some eating, Smoking Jim. Not like you. You got to watch a little bit.
Yeah.
We got to watch that health. Watch what we're eating there. Definitely.
I get the turkey bacon now.
Turkey bacon. Get the heck out of here. You're probably hanging around at Arby's. They got the meats. That's where you're going, the Arby's. I can just see it now. You said they got good Wi-Fi.
But congratulations to assistant head coach Terry Smith and head coach
how about Franklin?
He's getting an extension.
Got the extension.
And
he's making some money.
And the quarterback they had, his first couple of years almost got him fired, Christian Hackenberg. And this guy can't even break a huddle in the NFL. He's terrible for the Jets. And I always said that Franklin should have benched him but could not bench him. He did him a favor. I think that old Hack went in the first or second round, I believe. And Franklin did him a favor, and the guy didn't even... I mean, he purposely dissed Franklin in the press conference when he announced that he was going to the NFL. And I always said that, Franklin did him a favor by playing, and Franklin was about this close to getting fired.
Get on.
But with the help of Terry Smith, he turned it all around last year. And Justin King's on that staff, too.
Yeah.
And so... All right, it's a high five.
5?
Yeah.
All right. Are you sure?
Thanks, Ethan. So, but the Penn State is really a program that, in the long term, it's really looking good, man.
They brought him back strong.
Brought him back to recruiting, what Terry Smith does and all the recruiting here locally. They're changing their uniforms a little bit. I don't like that.
Yeah.
But the players seem to like it, and it's not that far away from what it used to look like, but I'll go with it. But, my two all-time favorite teams are Penn State, Notre Dame, and Grambling.
Hold it. You said your two favorite teams. You mentioned
2A
three.
and 2B.
You mentioned three.
2A
Smoking
and 2B.
Jim, I want to see your top 10 list one more time with 12 names. You never cease to amaze me. We got about 4 minutes left to go here, and hope you enjoyed the insights from Smoking Jim Frazier here. We can cover a lot of subjects here. Look, we got boxing, you got MMA, you got Conor McGregor, bet the house on him. If you're Smoking
LA
Jim.
Dodgers, let's get that record.
LA Dodgers, they might be winning this game tonight.
Could it be 3 years in a row of under 500 ball for the Pirates?
Could be.
Where's the Guinness Book of World Records? Let's get it.
They had 20.
They can get it again.
Well, 3 short of 20. It's just an off year this year, that's all.
Off the last two.
They missed it last year. It got a little shaky there, but their bullpen let them down, and the starting pitchers let them down last year.
So this is only the second year sub 500 or third year?
It'll be the third.
Third, okay. So
Yeah. That's what it's looking like to me, Smoking Jim. I don't see them maintaining 500.
Yeah, I'm glad they kept McCutcheon.
Why?
Seems to be helping, huh?
For what? You're being sarcastic now.
Yeah.
We can't believe you, Smoking Jim.
They could have traded him for something.
What would that have done?
Could have built for the future.
They don't care.
Yeah.
They just get rid of the guys. When
Yeah.
they got to pay them big money, they get rid of them.
That's true.
That's what their plan is. Yeah, it looks like same old buckos, I call them. SOBs.
Yeah.
Just got to deal with it.
My favorite player in the league,
Who?
Aaron Judd.
Yeah,
got more
he's been
strikeouts.
struggling.
Yeah, he got more strikeouts than anybody ever. Thank you, sir. He got more strikeouts. I didn't know
can't be
that.
right.
But
He just gave us the signal. That can't be right.
your phone's a little off. Your phone got hit with the solar eclipse.
What's yours say?
Ooh.
758. So.
Rayco War Saunders just hit me with a text. So
Does yours say 758?
mine says 7:58.
Mine didn't get hit with any. He said 3 minutes we'd be out of time.
Yeah.
I don't know what
We
to
started
do.
a little late.
What does that mean? We're only on air. Folks, this is not rocket science. We do this live show each week. It's 1 hour of sports talk. Come October 11th, we'll be celebrating our 6th year on the show. Smoking Jim's just, what?
2 more minutes.
Who said that? I don't know what time we got here. I think we're off a minute with this, so we'll have to go with the flow here and see what happens here. But yeah, I'm showing 7:59 right now, so it should be, we should be done.
Can't trust that. I'm trusting the control room on it.
There's a minute difference on there, so. Hey, if we are ending the show, stay Joey strong. If we're not ending the show, we got about a minute. We have a little dilemma here because we don't have any conversation with the control room right now. We got no hookup here. It's just smoking Jim and I by ourselves
No
here.
phone this week.
No way.
No phone this week for the callers.
There isn't one anyway. We don't have it. Nobody called in.
Mommy tell you something.